Hey everyone, Reacts here, and today I'm going to be reacting to Epic Topics United Equestrian Nations by Epic Fable, and he's going to be collabing with someone. I forgot his name though. But yeah, anyway, let's get on to the video. Is he a Van Pony?
Oh.
His eyes resemble a Van Pony.
Thanks.
Okay, that's pretty awkward. I like that. Gray and Blue Brother.
Oh, I actually think that might be the case.
Cool, let's collab.
Wait, what?
If only it was that easy.
This is gonna be fun.
Oh dang. Yeah, I saw this on DeviantArt. It's pretty cool. I like it. Because, as we all know, there's more nations of different, different races. Well, actually different, species of animals. You got changelings, you got dragons, you got yaks.
Well, we are definitely looking forward to the rest of Season 7. I, however, noticed that there is some themes becoming common that should come into play again in the new season, or just later in general. Do you see that as well, or is it just me?
No, it's not just you. This is becoming more noticeable around the end of Season 4. Twilight Sparkle, being a princess, gets to see how the other nations try to keep peace within each other, despite not seeing what happened at the time. Ever since then, each season seems to be getting more close to this.
To be honest,
yeah, basically.
I kind of forgot about the summit at the end of Season 4. I mean, I knew what it was for. Celestia is the ruler, an actual queen rather than the princess, only a name.
Yeah.
To show her making peace with other reasons, which I'm glad the show puts a realistic spin on the politics that is being a ruler. Though what you said, I can't believe it could start from that. I mean, it makes sense, but the thing with it is, the nations she was trying to make friends with, notice that they're all still ponies. But for most fans, I think they see it start with a certain episode. The Lost Treasure of Griffinstone.
Oh, yeah.
This episode was so hyped when I
There's
first
also
heard about
Griffins,
this. In
yep.
fact, this was supposed to be the long-awaited sequel to Griffin the Brush-Off.
Maybe for some people.
I know at first glance it doesn't relate to this, but hear me out. I think the events that transpired here led to the Reformation, which in turn gets us a new ally.
Very true, because it also fits with the cutie map, where it seems like one
Oh yeah,
problem
the cutie map
actually affects the entire community. I
Yeah.
can see why people were so distraught over the hypeness being gone, but I feel this fits well. It shows why Gilda was such a bitch. To quote John F. Kennedy, one person can make a difference. Every person should try. The latter comment from the quote shows itself with Gabby. Today is
Gabby.
Ghetto, but tomorrow it can be something more.
Which it seems to be the case at the end of the show.
Yeah, Gabby
It may
tried.
not happen overnight, but it
She
may
tried
happen
to get a
someday
cutie
in
mark.
a more
At least she was
perfect way.
friendly and
That
nice.
and Rainbow Dash gain a friend back and gain a new ally of a possible nation. Gilda looks
Possibly.
to be trying to rebuild this nation one step at a time. Gilda looks to be trying to rebuild this one step at a time, and if it goes well, she could possibly get the nation back and can help a certain princess. Funny enough, we had another episode where a Griffin actually asked for help getting a cutie mark.
Which reinforced with what I said.
I would like to see Gabby and Gilda meet just to see, just to see how they would react to each other.
This might even cure the Griffin's natural breed, or at least help it a little bit. Hell, due to their environment, they hardly wanted anything to do with one another. Unlike the Yaks, who you can tell try to be social.
Yeah,
it doesn't seem like that.
but they are so anti-social. It's funny.
Ugh, that episode. But you're right on that. The Yaks were more something new at the time, and it seems they never interact with pony culture because if they don't follow their thoughts on what a perfect time is, they destroy everything and cry about it like little babies with a threat of war.
Oh, yep. Ah, baby sound effect. Oh my god.
Wow, we are going through that, aren't we?
Yes, sirree.
It does make me wonder why Celestia wanted these kind of species in the first place. By the looks
Yaks
of
are
it seems more
strong.
on the fact that they could be helpful at some point. If I was a leader, I would try to make sure to keep relationships as strong as possible, especially the ones where the known fighters can be beneficial. Before anyone asks, no, I don't fall on that tyrant Celestia thinking. However, we don't have enough clear info, so I'm just going to assume that these Yaks were a problem before and she just wanted to end the little feud they had before.
Yeah.
But not unlike in real life. America is friends with countries who would want to see us burn, or used to want to see us burn to the ground.
Yep.
Plus, Twilight said herself that she wanted to genuinely be friends with Yaks. Shows how selfless she really is. In a sense, I see it as expanding your personal world to make it bigger. Political allies today, true friends tomorrow.
The only difference is that the Yaks are willing to compromise compared to what is going on in the real world. Better not talk about it, but that's going to be coming up really soon.
Fair enough, though I think the Yaks see the pony's point of view at the end of the episode. Though with the middle of it,
They finally
prevent
did.
some people from seeing that. this wouldn't be the only nation or species that would be
Oh,
hostile.
yep.
Despite the Yak's
A lot of
aggressiveness, they still
hostile,
attempted in some way to be friendly.
you know,
Hell, they met
nations.
Twilight to engage in talks of peace. They were just childish about it, unlike the dragons. Again, my opinion.
Bringing
Yeah.
up the comics, and yes, I do know they are iffy on the canon part, but they do brought this up, is that even after all that
Wow.
with keeping peaceful relationships, the Yaks
Can
and
Blue
Ponies
Blood
still have a
can Blue
rocky
Blood
but
be
good
any
start with each
any
other.
more of a jerk?
The two managed to compromise, and both sides still get what they wanted at the end. What's funny is that Blue Blood holds it all together, which only enforces how ponies might be able to get the best interests of both, unless you're talking about the bottom of the barrel scumbags. It's interesting that the two races are willing to put all their beef aside for something that both can handle.
Fair enough, though you make it sound like the ponies and Yaks had a problem or even a war in the past, which based on what Twilight said about
Yaks
nobody
versus
knowing
ponies.
about them, I
That'd
highly
be an
doubt it.
interesting war.
Well, I guess there would be beef with them for how they act on pony soil.
Beef.
But water under the bridge.
Not
Dragons,
chicken,
however,
beef.
I feel like it'd be more
Prime
slow
beef.
when it comes to making good relations, which I didn't think
I
would
don't
happen
know.
at
I don't
all.
know what I'm
The
saying.
episode Gauntlet of Fire shows that. Or at
Oh
least
yeah,
the end of it.
Gauntlet of Fire.
Well, back in Season 2, Twilight and many others never bothered researching these guys because they were just too unstable or dangerous to study. But thanks to Spike, they gained them as allies thanks to Ember.
Yep.
Spike showed them the cultural appreciation of how ponies teach him to be a better dragon compared to everyone else. It's thanks to that Ember will always help the ponies out of friendship, and this gained them a new ally through the show's run. Ember is going to lead a new age of dragons and one that can coexist with ponies.
Yeah.
Before anyone asks, yes, I know the comics did this first, but it's sort of iffy in canon.
Whoa.
If it is canon,
That
then
looks
it's probably
cool.
the tipping point before this episode.
Is that blood?
Bear in mind,
Is
while
that
the
blood?
comic was fun to read, even if it had its problems, they
That's
didn't
really awesome.
show
I gotta
any
check out this comic.
relations with another. Just simple racial prejudice. Can you imagine a fight between Mina and Ember?
Huh.
It's funny, but the show, it showed a possible new beginning for both ponies and dragons. And dragons might even gain an infrastructure. But in the future, I imagine old dragons bitching about how the ponies ruin their life.
Oh, wow.
Happens, one side is going to feel like they are surrendering their culture. Unlike in real life, with most of the world blaming the West for corrupting their culture, especially in the Middle East.
Yeah, Dragons doesn't seem to be the one to go easy on the transition, and it could lead to another episode about Ember trying to do that as a way for ponies to be able to accept dragons into their culture.
I would love
At
to
this
see
point,
that.
it could make the
I would love to
relationship
see that.
canon in the comics before we see it in the show. Also, I do agree with Dado on this, as it seems to be similar to how the
I
West
like
are
his
trying to
voice.
at
I don't
least
know
give
why, but I
leeway to
just
other
do.
cultures, provided that the bad parts stay away. In the episode, Garber was going to invade Ponyville, and with how our culture is with immigration, one could see how it's similar. But there are a lot of people like Ember and Spike who fights back and wants a balance, which is something that everyone should at least know. If the rumors of Season 7 is true, we might be seeing Ember again, and yes, we are
Hopefully.
going to see her in the comics something similar to what we just said.
What?
Yes,
Dragons
that-
versus
This
Yaks?
is going to be a pleasant read.
That'll be
While the
interesting
Yaks
too.
seem to be pro-friendship, while the dragons and griffins are neutral, there is one species they somehow befriended that was a total enemy towards Equestria.
Changelings, yep.
The changelings.
Yep, there we go.
In the real world, we have made friends with countries who in the past were bitter enemies, and now they are our closest allies like Japan and Britain. So hopefully this is a sign to come that the changelings will be a great reliable ally to the ponies.
Ah, yes, the changelings. Now, when these guys are first introduced, people fell in
They were
love with the
awesome.
new creatures.
They were awesome.
Everybody went to make art and fanfics just around their lore. They were the last to be considered allies, and people wanted it to stay that way. Yes, I will say it's very risky for the writers to do
Season
this, but one, we
6
still got Chrysalis, and two, we
finale
still got a
happened.
few changelings left, and they are in a small group now. But bringing back the race relation in the real world, one YouTuber who goes by the name of the British Ninja actually made this comparison first in his review of the Times are Changeling. You should check it out, by the way, as it's really good, but to add on that, it does make a lot more sense. Right now, race relationships aren't going as smoothly, and the episode where they introduced Boras kind of made it blunt on how real it gets.
Yeah.
You could say that the Cantalot wedding is basically a terrorist attacking an important event, which
Yeah.
is shining being
Yep.
a reasonable but yet racist asshole.
But that's understandable. His fiancée was in danger, though people seem to think that Thorax was a sign of how not all changelings are of one mind, a hive mind. I mean, there's a grumpy donkey out there that's apparently friends with a changeling.
Huh?
Kevin, as the fans have called him.
Kevin?
The kids
Really?
sure love Kevin there. But really, it goes a lot deeper how Thorax hates his own heritage that Chrysalis has built. This goes the same in a real-life issue of how certain Muslims doesn't like their own religion as well. I know I'm going a bit controversial, but it does fit the theme of you are yourself no matter if the people hate you for it. Thanks to Spike showing him the way along with Glimmer, they show there is a better way, and look at him now. Not only is he the new leader of the new changelings, but now he and his people can come to Ponyville.
Yay!
Another excellent form of storytelling from the domino effect. All because Twilight defeated T-Rex, getting her castle,
Boom.
and Starlight, who in turn becomes reformed,
Boom.
which leads to her and 3 other former villains to reform the changeling race.
Boom, 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 boom.
Most of them. See how
Yeah.
much the main 6 have an impact on everybody? There's a reason why I love this show. There's also this thing with the deers and King Aspen.
Oh yeah, the deers.
Like you said, it's a little iffy. Either way, with all these nations
I haven't read the
by
comics that
Equestria
much.
so soon,
I need to
only
though.
between 2 seasons, it feels like something big is happening. The question is what? Some think it's for the movie, but considering the synopsis, I highly doubt it. Maybe something in the show, a G-rated version of the war, or just the MLP universe becoming more progressive.
We've seen Equestrian War. It wasn't really all that epic.
But I will say that it does show how the main 6 managed to be an impactful group of ponies reaching to others in different ways. It only makes it more exciting just to see there are other races that are willing to coexist peacefully. Yes, before anyone said, it's not as perfect as people can debate whether they handled these as well as they could. Hell, I don't like the Yaks introductions, and the Changelings one only bother me if they don't at least try to give a few more episodes of them being around enough.
Yeah.
Imagine a modern Equestria. Like a modern Manhattan full of zebras, ponies, griffins, dragons, changelings, or anything.
It'd be one big
Let's not
rice
overestimate
bowl.
the
I
show
think.
either.
I think that's what they
do
call
good
it.
hints, sure,
Rice bowl.
but we
You
can't
know,
expect Legend of Korra or Game of Thrones
like
quality storytelling.
a nation of a bunch of different like
And the show before it gets
races.
stale.
Like I think that's what it
It's
means.
getting to that point.
Equestria rice bowl.
Yeah, I hope we see more of the world's races and villains that are out there. Well, this is fun. I hope I get to talk to you again soon.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, he was
Hope we
good.
work together more in the future. This was worth talking about. Watch us be totally wrong on all fronts. Something for the viewers to know, though, before we go. We may look like one thing, but we're all one and the same. Like my character has a horn and his character has wings and wolfy eyes. But in real life, we have different
wolfy
skin
eyes,
colors,
okay.
But no matter what, we are all one and the same.
I thought they were vampony eyes for a second.
And this is Mark, aka the Wolf Pony, and I hope the next day will be
That's
even better.
that's his name.
Thanks for watching.
That's what it was.
What? You want me to spread friendship here by myself? How am I supposed to do that?
Oh
I
God.
haven't even made one single friend yet. No, you haven't.
You made 2.
Honey, no.
Ponies and yaks, friends,
For 1,000 moons?
for 1,000 moons!
Besides, you'll make a great leader. I was just doing this to protect the ponies.
Nice. I like
But I know
this.
you'll protect them just as well as I would have.
You sure about this?
Absolutely. My home is in Equestria with my friends.
Well, you'll have at least one friend here, too.
Thorax, as the new
Yep.
leader of the Changelings, I look
Changelings.
forward to discussing how we can improve our relationship in the future.
AnimeWolfGamer's channel. Okay, that was his name. Vector done by. Oh, Golden Fox helped it. Wow. Oh no, wait, hold on. Vector done by. Hold on. Sorry. Vector done by H3 Brissom and Golden Fox. Okay. So he kind of helps. He kind of helps in here, I think, or I could be wrong. Something I don't know. You can just tell me in the comics, Fable, if he helps or not. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I can't talk. Anyway, this was a good this was a good topic to go on, because like, you know, Equestria being a nation of ponies, but like making friends with other like races of species, like griffins, changelings, dragons, yaks, deers, zebras, maybe giraffes, rhinos, elephants, hippos. There was that one hippo. Okay, and his friend was dang, I forgot his name again. Hold on, let me go back and let me mute this. So hold on. Oh, dang it, passed it. Dang it, I am not good. And AnimeWolfGamer was good too. I'll make sure to link his channel along with Epic Fables and the original video for this video. I mean, the original link for this video. So, yeah, thank you all for watching. This original video was by Epic Fable. Please check out him and AnimeWolfGamer. And please subscribe to me if you'd like to see more reactions. Thank you all for watching. G-Reacts out.